A group of 8 people burst through the door after hearing the 3 gunshots. As they stand at the entryway, they look across the room at a chair with a slumped figure sitting in it. A man with a scarred face runs past some of the others, closely followed by a girl with a very familiar face. The man kneels down and cradles the slumped body in the chair, which you recognize to be a woman who looks very similar to the girl with the familiar face. As the man breaks down, you see the girl standing behind him start to back up, shaking her head from side to side. Ed. That's the man's name. But you still can't figure out the girl's name. As she backs up, a beautiful blonde steps forward to comfort her and turns her away to find an unoccupied seat. Aha! It's Dahlia! And she seems to be heartbroken. But how do you know these names and what do they mean to you? As you look back at the 5 strange people still standing in the entryway, a brunette steps forward with her magnum raised and ready to fire as she approaches the shattered window. Wow, that's a long drop, you think, as she is joined by a sword-toting girl you don't recognize. The other 2 men split to either side of the room, heading to different doors. You must be on the 43rd floor of some building, you think, as the scene before you shrinks away, as if you are being dragged backwards through the air. You glance away from the mess below to see what's dragging you when your heart stops and you see the gorgeous figure adorned in budding and blooming blue roses, so dense around her that it seems as if it is actually a dress she is wearing. The scent of the roses is too strong and sweet for them to be fabric, especially since the skin of this being is a nice rich green with little plant sprouts, leaves, and thorns protruding where the roses are not covering. The thorns on her skin seem to be dripping large drops of blood, and as she turns, her bright red eyes and blood-drenched mouth cause you to let out a terrified scream and black out, as it seems that you are being devoured, and as her mouth envelops you, you realize the slumped body you left behind was you. But how could it be? And with that last thought, the woman closes her mouth, and darkness swallows you whole.